Hey, Wizard here. Today I have a gun game gameplay for you. It's a very short one, and I just wanted to discuss certain things about Advanced Warfare. Things I liked, things I didn't like, because it's reaching its kind of its end. Black Ops 3 is around the corner, and I just want to give my opinions, little tidbits of what I think made the game, what I think broke the game. I'm just gonna tell you overall, it wasn't my game. Overall, yes, it was better than Ghost. But there were a lot of things that really, pissed me off. Really. Just really pissed me off in some parts. But anyway, let's get to it. Casual gameplay is way too chaotic. I could not play public matches to save my life. It was not appealing to me because map control was not a thing. It was more rush. It was very like rush until shit happens. And of course it encouraged you to like not camp and stuff like that, so that was cool. People didn't camp with like IEDs and fucking corners and shit. I like that, I really did. But the verticality of the maps made it hard for map control because in spawns too, because the maps are so small, it's chaotic and people are spawning here and there, and you're trying to make them spawn in one spot so you can like have a front. But you couldn't really do that in Advanced Warfare in some maps. Most maps, really. But anyway, my variants, I've talked to friends about this a lot. And, variants would have been fine. But the fact that they kept it a ranked play for all this time really pissed me off. Because ranked play, is meant to be competitive. It was supposed to be like a competitive playlist with competitive maps, game types, and whatnot. But it really pisses me off when I'm trying to play, running an AR bow, regular bow, and then some asshole sitting in the, far away with an obsidian steam just melts me and whatnot. And it really turned me off away from variants. People asked for them to take it away, but the developers overall said, no, we're not doing that. It's part of the game. The armor, though, supply drops and armor, I dig it. Microtransactions, I'm not a big fan of it, but if you want to be put into a game, that's fine. But the variants, really piss me off. Armor variants, customize your character, I really dig that. It was a lot of fun to, throw a bunch of shit on, or have everything matching. The XP bonuses were cool, too. See, if you find full armor sets, you can get XP bonuses. Another thing I really liked was the firing range. I hope that comes back in other games, if not just Sledgehammer's next title. I love the firing range so much when I'm playing a competitive map. I'm waiting for the game to start. I can sit and practice. I can sit and just get warm, get my shot good, and test certain guns out, test certain attachments out, and have a grand old time with it. Not just sitting there having to play a free-for-all and whatnot. I really dig that. The color scheme, I really like colors and sounds in games. I think they really, bring a game together regardless if it's just a shooter. Advanced Warfare's color scheme, I really liked the color scheme. It was very clean, crisp, a lot of shading. There wasn't parts of the map that were really fucking dark. I didn't really have to do anything with my settings to make it better for me. The sounds of the game, very good. I heard early before the game even released that they were going to have a good top-notch team of people doing the sound for the game. Everything from the campaign into multiplayer. And now that I spoke of the campaign, I want to say a few things about it. Very good. I really liked it. It was nice. The whole cinematics thing. Yeah, it's kind of cliche, but I dig it. I dig the whole story overall. I dig the whole private army and whatnot. The sounds of the shades, the colors, everything. The gameplay was good. But anyway, back to multiplayer. The maps overall, they were good, except for the ones that lagged. I'm looking at you, Garage, on Detroit. If any of you don't know, there was a part of the map, in Garage on Detroit that lags all the time when you're in there, when you're trying to have gunfights and whatnot. But anyway, let's go to the next one. I did talk about customizing the character. Netcoding. Okay, this is probably the biggest thing for me, and I hope that they do something about this sooner or later. Net coding, the in-game coding that has to do with players' connections to each other, from time to kills, time to you see somebody, from time you whatnot, looking around corners and whatnot, getting a shot around corners. That's what net coding does. It's the lat comp. And people said for a while that they wanted dedicated servers, they wanted this, they wanted that, but none of that will help if the in-game net coding itself is game breaking. I can show you tons of clips, and others like me can show you tons of clips too of them, shooting blanks at people a lot. And then people turning on them and killing them, or people like getting 2 shots or 3 shots. Like the game is consistent with its damage, its hitboxes. It didn't make sense. That's the only thing Ghost had over Advanced Warfare to this day was hit detection. Yes, you died very, very quickly in Ghost, but when you shoot at somebody, they're gonna die. Like you killed them. But in Advanced Warfare, it's kind of scary sometimes. And I hope they do something about this soon. I know it might take some time. It might take some resources to fix that. It might even come to the fact that we have to get rid of the whole engine entirely, an engine that has been there since the late 1990s, and bring in a new one. Battlefield did it with this new Frostbite 2 engine, and look what they're doing. They're doing fine. The games look crisp and whatnot. So I'm getting towards the end of this video here. And, overall, I really think Advanced Warfare was a very good game. It's a very solid installment for the first game Sledgehammer had to offer. But there are a lot of things, like in netcoding, that, really need to get fixed because, I play a lot of esports, and the community, needs help with that. It's not fun, getting shot around corners and shit. But anyway, really like the game. Please, like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. And, thanks for watching.